With the open hearts, and thank you for being here at the Shell Energy. Today is 8 Ik, and Ik is again the hummingbird that still has no emoji. Um, so if anybody has any connections, please somebody make an emoji for the little hummingbird. I wanted to let you know that it's 8, and 8 is the number of the tercena where you do a ceremony. You do ceremony at the beginning end of the tercena, but 8 is very important. To me, it feels like it's where there is a flood of frequencies that open up. The tercena comes in as a, big, I'm seeing a small trickling of frequencies, and it opens up and flourishes at the number 8 day. So when it does that, we celebrate because it means we have we got it, we got it. Yes, we got it. So we are in the tercena of Tzikin, which is the tercena where, like I said, we are asked to rise above and zoom out so that we can see where we had created the walls, the boundaries, the separations, the placing people and things with labels, and by doing that, putting them as good and bad, and creating more of a separation narrative, and continuing to recycle the separation and disconnection, because then if you label this group, that means this is not connected to this other one because this has a different label, and then this other one here is still different because it has a different label. Or if you yourself have decided that you wanted to put boundaries, by zooming out, you can understand the consequences of creating boundaries, which are walls. And especially when you have the intention of creating a boundary around your heart field, these are very hard walls to take down. So you might have done these when you felt hurt and you wanted to avoid suffering. But like we talked before, pain is a given because pain comes through as a gateway, as a catalyst. When we go through very painful situations, those are some of the biggest catalysts, the biggest experiences that open our eyes to see better and understand things better. They are opportunities to awaken. But when we don't and we just focus on the pain for longer periods of time, we create suffering. And then with the suffering, then we come up with all these other ideas, like you might want to say, oh, I'm going to never again love like that. I'm going to remove myself from the dating scene, or I am never gonna be, I'm never gonna find my other half, or something like that. And you do create these boundaries. And boundaries are walls that separate you, and you think you're protecting your heart, but what you doing is you are keeping yourself stuck in the past. Okay, you take yourself and put yourself in a past and not allow your heart to move forward. Even though you think you're moving forward because now you have boundaries, you are not moving forward. You are bringing the old with you wherever you go, and then you recreate the same thing. But because you have the walls, you recreate the same frequency in other areas of your life. So when we move through, zoom out in this tercena, and tomorrow is Ik, which is beautiful, clear, clean, crystalline breath and wind, because Ik place is the breath, the sacred breath. So tomorrow is wonderful if you want to start a breath practice, a sacred breath practice, or if you just want to do additional breath work, if you already do breath work. Tomorrow is a wonderful day for that. And Ik also plays with the water. So it's and I think there is a very important moon tomorrow as well, which is very interesting because the moon impacts our waters, our our plasma. I dropped the astrological part of my brain about a year or two ago. I think it's about a year when it just started falling off. So I'm not following the moons and the sun. I know there is the sun has been active in most any time before our history. The sun has really been bombarding us with light because I can feel it, and sometimes I can't sleep because of that. But I'm not following. I don't know why the astrology just simply just fell off of my field. I'm not following anymore, but I think tomorrow is some big moon, and tomorrow is 8 Ik. Ik it influences the moon, and the moon influences Ik's frequency. That I remember. And so there is a big opportunity for us to work with breath work, and work through to bring the sacred plasma, our waters of our body, to a higher level of purity, of cleanliness. And this could be done in the physical. You can start a cleansing for your liver or blood cleansing tomorrow, or you can do it at a higher level. You can also decide that tomorrow you're going to do work with cleansing your ancestral line and work on the bloodline. But it's a very good day to work with breath, with the water, with plasma, and also it's to pay attention to what comes forth, because Ik is also the spark that ignites and brings ideas into motion, okay, into the physicality. But before it becomes physical, Ik is that spark, and then the imagination opens, and then you'll see, and then you start putting together the details. But Ik is that spark that ignites the ideas that we have, before we create something in the physical. So it's a Nawal that helps us bring forth ideas. And because I think it's a big moon, and we have a number 8, I think it's a very beautiful day if you are going to do ceremony. And ceremony doesn't have to be anything gigantic. You don't have to go buy a couple of dozen candles and roses and flowers, everything. You can do ceremony just by yourself at home. You can do a water ceremony. You can do a fire ceremony. Just something that is sacred and is special. That is a ceremony. Something that is special to you. So tomorrow it's 8 Ik. So please remember, it's a day where we are able to see clearly, where we can experience our ideas more pure and crystalline. We can actually see better. And I don't know, I think it's a full moon. So full moons are like magnifiers. So pay attention. If somebody pushes your buttons, triggers are good because they just show you where you still have work to do. It has nothing to do with the person that triggered you. And it just shows you where you need to, go in and open up and clear, offer it to the light, and just make sure that everything is in balance. Let me see what else comes up for Ik. Because Ik is the one that creates the spark of the ideas to come forth to the, make them physical. It requires us to work on stability so that we can birth these ideas. So I'm hearing that tomorrow is a good day to open our eyes and see where we need to create more stability in our daily life, in our daily practice. And remember, it's always from the inside out, okay? There is nothing outside that we need to create stability. There is nothing outside that we need to create peace. There's nothing outside that we need to create love. Everything is from the inside out. So tomorrow, make sure you peel those eyeballs and pay attention to see what comes up, and highlighting where do we need to create more stability so that we can bring forth our ideas. And again, you know, if you want to do some breath work, tomorrow is a very, very powerful day to do breath work. Thank you so much for coming with an open heart and an open mind. Thank you so much for your shares, your likes, and your subscribes. Remember, we're doing 50-50, 50% off for all the remedies for the month of June. We still have 2 more weeks to go. It's been really beautiful. And the ones, I actually took the ones down because a lot of people are asking me for the clearing kits. So I just have a few left. I will do a video and just show you some of the ones I have left. But you know, more come. It's just they are not the same. All the clearing kits ones are different. There's not one that is the same than the other. So anyway, thank you so much for coming with an open heart and open mind. Remember, we are the angels here and now. We need to stay in the body, we need to be in the body, and we need to get this change going. Thank you so much. Divine blessings. Namaste.